Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to today's section. We talk again about the story of the pen, organic, all right? In order to avoid the misperception, first of all, tell me what it is. This is a pen, right? We use for writing. So what will happen if I give it to a dog? It can chew, right? Because this is a chew toy. So this is a pen for a man to write and a chew toy for a dog to chew. So who is right? Both are right? Why? Because they are all different entities. Different entities can have different point of views, and it is very normal in our life. So the first lesson of the story of the pen is that we have to respect the point of view of others. We're gonna move to the next lesson. Imagine this time I put this thing in an empty room where there is no man or dog. So what we call this at the time. There's nothing right because the entity before are not nearby. So the ancient intelligence say that this is the emptiness. The emptiness doesn't mean that this thing will disappear. It just want to say that it has a limited potentiality in a way that can receive countless point of view from the observer. And we're gonna see the proof through following illustration. Remember, this thing we put in an empty room, right? If next to it, tomorrow, I invite the man to come back and to him, this is still a pen used for writing, right? And instead of inviting him, I invite the dog to come back and the dog will see it at a chew toy and chew it. And if I invite both of them, the man and dog to come back, the two above point of view will appear at the same time. So it's all one to say that everything including this has a limited potentiality in a way that can receive countless point of view from the observers. We're gonna move to the third lesson, but before that, I have two questions. The first one, we say that it can receive countless point of view from the observer, but before that, those countless points of view, where are they situating, right? So I was given an illustration that is very persuasive to me, and I will tell you this. In my hand, I'm holding a thing and I call this a pen. The fact that this is a pen is come from my mind or it's come from itself. There's only two options, right? So the answer is the fact that this thing is a pen to me is come from my mind. Why? Because if it come from itself, the dog will see it as a pen and used for writing as well. All right? So the countless point of view come from the mind of the observer, who is me in this case. And the next question, okay, I feel that my mind is limited enough to hold countless point of view, but can you tell me where exactly those point of view in my mind situating? Where? And can I change the point of view? Might change my point of view? That's the question. So I will make a test to check it, to have a check on this. I close my eyes and say that I want, because I think that this comes from the one part in my mind. I want to change this thing from the point of view of a pen to a diamond. Make it happen and thank you. I give you time 1, 2, 3. And open my eyes and I check, I still can write with this. So it's still definitely a pen, not a diamond. So I wonder, is this right or wrong? So the ancient intelligence say that all I think so far is good enough, but I still cannot change it because I don't have the seed in my mind. Who is created, which is created by what I do, say, and think. Because when I do say and think, I'm gonna create a seed an imprint in my mind, serving as a seed in my mind, growing at some point at a time, uncover an image on this thing. And if that image is a diamond, and then I will call this a diamond and succeed to change the point of view. So the third lesson in brief, one is say that everything come from our mind, or more concretely, it comes from what we do, say, and think. And the fourth lesson is that in this life, we want to have something, we have to start seeding. So the story of the pen is finished with 4 lessons. The first one, we have to respect the point of view of others. The second one, everything has its emptiness in the way that it can receive countless point of view from the observer. It has a limited potentiality. And the third lesson is that everything comes from our mind, or more concretely, come from what we do, say, and think. The fourth lesson is that everything, if we want to have something in life, we have to start the seeding, no other choice. So the story of the pen appears to be very simple, but in fact it's very deep. And in order to understand it deeper and deeper day by day, you and I, we need to seed again tomorrow, repeating this story until we can read 3,000 times. So, see you until I see you, and bye bye. Thank you.